the Magma Bow, the Hurricane Bow, and the Explosive Bow are all really good early game bows. This is Lightning Sky here, and today I'm going to be showing you what bow you need to get in the early game. First, let's start off on how you can unlock these bows. The Magma Bow is unlocked at Magma Collection level 9. It requires 50k Magma Cream, and you can unlock this collection in a couple of days with a bunch of tier 5 Magma minions. That's just what I did. I just smack in a couple of enchanted charcoal and you'll be good to go. Or you can just go to the auction house and buy it for 200k. I mean, it's a pretty decent price. Now let's move on to the Hurricane Bow. You can get this quite quickly with like 5 tier 5 skeleton minions in like 1.5 days. Or if you're against mandatory workers, nothing else, just go to the auction house and they cost around 30k, not that much, around 50k each, which is really not much. Lastly, we have the Explosive Bow. As the name suggests, it explodes. Now this one takes quite a while to unlock with minions. Even with the tier 11, it takes nearly 8 days. So instead, what you should do is get 8 tier 5 gunpowder minions, and you can get this in 6 days, which is still quite a lot, but much less than if you just have 1 minion placed down. Now I would tell you to go get this from the auction house, but this costs a bit more and they have very limited stock. At least at the time of recording, there's hardly any of them. Like that's practically none. And when I was writing the script, there was none. I couldn't find a single Explosive Bow in the auction house. But if you do manage to find one, just so you don't get scammed, they are worth around 400 to 500k. Next, we're going to go to all the combat islands. So the Crypts, the Spider's Den, and lastly, the Blazing Fortress right over there. Off to the Crypticals we go. I forgot to record this. So now I'm recording this. Okay, before I had one of those, normal lightning e-boy skins. Now, Proven Disaster made a skin for me, thanks to him. Link in the description, probably in the info cards, probably in the pinned comment, and probably on the screen right now. Go check him out. He's making some of the most insanely cool skins. I didn't script this, so what do I say? I don't really know. Just go check him out, and thanks for making me the skin, Proven Disaster. That's your name. I hope. I think. Back to the video. Now, because this tutorial is more specifically for the early game than the mid game or any of that, I'm not gonna be using my dragon armor. Instead, let's go. Don't look at my extremely messy ender chest. Just ignore it completely. That doesn't exist. You saw literally nothing. I'm gonna place on my ender armor, which is most people's early game set. I've been playing around with these bows for a while now, and if you can one-shot the Crypts without a critical hit on your Magma Bow, then Magma Bow it is. But if not, go for the Explosive Bow, not the Hurricane Bow. This is because the arrow damage happens before the explosive damage, so that wasn't a critical hit, but I one-shot him, because that's just how cool it is. Unlike the Hurricane Bow, which is a 3-shot, and that is so inefficient. So basically, Magma Bow if you can one-shot them, if not, go with the Explosive Bow. Next, on to the Spider's Den. Oh, this is interesting. The Explosive Bow absolutely dominated. Now you can be that annoying guy who goes around stealing everyone's combat XP. The reason is the Explosive Bow requires no aim, and you can easily one-shot any of these mobs. And the silverfish, which is probably the most important part. No more pesky silverfish. Look at that. Look at that. So I have to say the explosive bow really does it. But if you don't want to grind for the explosive bow, which probably it takes the longest to grind for, and it's the most expensive, the next best would be the hurricane bow. But explosive bow is by far the best for the spider sand. On to the nether. Blazing fortress. Not an empty lobby. Also not an empty lobby. Not an empty lobby. Not an empty lobby. Empty lobby! For this, what I found, you can use the explosive bow or the hurricane bow. Surprisingly, even though it's collected in its collection, the magma bow is, it's really inefficient. Who has the time to shoot multiple arrows? Like, what are you doing? So, yeah, all dramaticness aside, look at this. You can just do that. Or you can just do that. And I completely missed because I'm just that bad at the game. So, what is the best bow in the early game? Not to hate on the magma bow or anything, but it is useless in the early game. Rest in shame, magma bow. But between the hurricane bow and the explosive bow, which one's the best? Well, it is obviously your choice, but I personally like the explosive bow. It does better with the spider's den, and it also does better with the crypts, which is something that you should really get into. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, do all that stuff, you know the drill. Anyways, lightning scar out. Let's end things off with a bang. Pun intended. Get it? Because it's an explosive bow and it goes off with a bang. Bye.